Hello, I'm John Hummel, Senior Technical Writer for Altinity. As part of our series on Altinity Builds for ClickHouse, today I shall be taking on my greatest challenge so far, how to create your own Altinity build for ClickHouse directly from the source code. Now, why you want to do this is up to you. Perhaps you're looking to contribute to an open source project that helps make ClickHouse production stable. Maybe your organization has a security process to examine source code and make your own builds so you know exactly what's inside of it. Maybe, like me, you're a glutton for punishment, and you want your computer to work for several hours while you go, blah, ha, 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 like an evil mad genius. Look, I'm not going to judge. Whatever works for you. Whatever the reason, a copy of these instructions are available on the Altinity documentation site. It's probably behind me right now, on docs.altinity.com. So you can copy and paste knowing it just works before you start customizing things. If you're looking for even more ClickHouse and Altinity builds, check out the Altinity resources page at altinity.com/resources to find the latest news, blogs, webinars, and other cool events. And did you know you're watching this on YouTube? You probably are. So, if you want to be notified when another video drops, make sure you're subscribed and click the notification bell. These instructions are targeted for Linux operating systems that work with deb packages, like Ubuntu. If you're using an RPM-based version of Linux or some other platform, most of these instructions will transfer over, and I'm working on more guides, so keep coming back for more. A quick heads up. Building manually takes a long time. If you need a copy of ClickHouse now for your organization, I highly recommend you use the established Altinity Build repositories. Then it's just a few commands and you're ready to go. Let's get to it. The build process has three major steps. Download the source code and connected libraries from the repository. Install the prerequisite software, build and run. With that, let's get started. Now, one other note. These are pre-recorded instructions. These I actually did before, but because they took so long, I'm going to be commenting on them as they go along. So that's what's going on here. Step 1, download the source code. Depending on your internet connection, this may be a quick process or it can take a few hours. No joke, there's a lot of source code and connected libraries. The Altinity build for ClickHouse is hosted on GitHub at github.com/altinity/ClickHouse. But you can't just download the repo and be done with it. There's several sub-modules connected to it. My recommendation is you make a separate directory, and you're going to want about 8 gigabytes of storage space available, about 4 gigabytes for the source code itself, and then another 4 for the build process and the final version. You don't need a big beefy machine. For example, I'm using this virtual machine, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and an older Xeon processor. Really, you can do this on an even smaller system, but the most important thing is that storage space. In my case, I recommend a directory to store it all in called Altinity Stable ClickHouse. We'll grab it directly from GitHub and all the submodules by specifying the tag. This will give us the exact version we care about. In this case, I'm downloading release 21.8.10.19-Altinity Stable. Check out the tags listing on GitHub and get the verify tags so you have a fully tested and ready version. The command to download the entire code and all submodules is the following: git clone --recursive -b and then the tag. In this case, v21.8.10.19-Altinity Stable --single branch. So it puts everything into one branch. github.com/altinity/clickhouse.git, and then the directory you're saving all this to. In this case, Altinity Stable ClickHouse. And with that, time to wait for the magic to happen. I'll check back in the process so we can go to the next stage. Still going. I'm out. Oh, John Adams. What a joker you were. We have all of our source code. Just a few more things to install and we're ready to build. For Altinity builds for ClickHouse, we're going to use CLang 12 as our compiler. I know some people go with CLang 13, but we're making a stable build here, not going onto the bleeding edge. To get started, we're going to install CMake, Python, and Ninja build. That's right, we're going ninjas, not pirates. So sudo apt-get install git, CMake, Python, and Ninja build. Clearly Git was already installed earlier, but just in case you didn't have that. Once those are all done, install clang 12. sudo apt install clang 12. And that's it. That's the shortest part. Not even time for our coffee. Next step, build and run. And now we build. We make a directory within our Altinity Stable code named build. I'm just keeping it simple. Just create it and cd into it. So make dir build and cd build. Set the compile variables to use clang 12, and we're going to make it with Ninja. So cc equals clang-12, cxx equals clang++-12, cmake ... to refer to the previous directory where all the code is, -gn, well, -g ninja is really what's going on there. And now, build with Ninja. This time, we're not going to get a coffee while we wait. We're going to go a full-on meal because this is going to take a long time. I'm going to compress this video so you're not waiting forever, but this is a start and walk away process for a while. And that's what I'm going to do now. For now, I'm walking away. Still here? Check this out. My fiance got this for me. Lava lamp. Keep going. Oh, hello. I see that this is all done. As you can tell, it took a little bit of time. When you're ready to run your newly built ClickHouse, you want to go back into your downloaded source code and enter the programs folder. That's where Ninja put the compiled binaries. From there, you can either run ClickHouse server to run the server or ClickHouse client for the client. Everything else works just like ClickHouse should. If only I could go back in time and save myself all this time. Granted, if you really want to check out the source code, examine it for security purposes, or build your own versions manually and make improvements, more power to you. But if you just want to run ClickHouse, a production, stable, secure version of ClickHouse, just go right to the Altinity Builds repository, download ClickHouse from there, install it on your dev system, your RPM system, run it for Docker, whatever you want to do. In the meantime, jar the past. Please, just run the pre-compiled binaries and save yourself all this time and energy. And age. Whew, that was quite the ride. If you really need to make a manual build of Altinity Stable for ClickHouse, now you know how. Just make sure you're ready for the time investment that's involved. If you're ready to use Altinity Stable, whether pre-compiled from the Altinity Stable Builds repository or generating from your own source code, make sure you visit docs.altinity.com for all the instructions. Keep up to date with all the news and updates about Altinity and ClickHouse at the Altinity resources page. Just go to altinity.com/resources. And since you're here already, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. That's it for now. I'm John Hummel, Senior Technical Writer for Altinity. Happy coding.